And welcome back to Tukuza this morning. We are at the Afraha Stadium here in Nakuru. We are celebrating great things as Tuskys also celebrates 25 years, the Silver Jubilee. And they'll be having a Thanksgiving that will be coming to you live on KTN from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then we want to remind you, if you are at home, please, this is the place to be. Because between 11 and 12, between 11 and 1, tunaenda dunda, si ndio? Masuti kando, tunajirusha. Leo utaona ma dance moves ujaiona.
Hiyo kwanza nangoja kuona yako sana.
Vesti ya Willy Paul. Hiyo ile longiko.
Ile inafura hapo kama daipa.
Inafura hapo kama daipa. Tuende. Tuanguke tu. Watu wataona kitu hajaiona leo.
We forget we've lived for more than 3 decades.
You know, well, we are on my testimonial. We'll be bringing in Jackie later on. Just getting to hear the story of Tuskys and what God has done to Tuskys. And sasa hapa, here you are. You guys are in the village. And munambia Buddha, hey, turudishe tu town.
Turudishe tu
Nakuru. Ocha imetumaliza. Ocha ni noma. So tell us what happened after that.
What happened after that was a miracle. Because a lady who happened to be our supplier had a wholesale shop and a retail shop. So she decided to give us the retail shop.
Like give you.
It's like giving us because we didn't pay any goodwill. That's why I say it is a miracle. We paid nothing as a goodwill. And there was some stock in that shop, which was valued at 15,000 shillings.
Wow.
And my father had sold a bull, in fact, the same day that the lady decided to give us the space. And the bull, we had sold it at 7,000 shillings, plus the 15,000 shillings. And this lady, who is still alive, big-hearted lady, allowed us to pay later the 15,000. Once she said, once you get money later, you just pay. Otherwise, you be here until when your premises is ready, then you can move on. So we took the place in 1982.
Sorry, 92 or
82? 82.
Okay.
1982. Yeah, we took up the place in 1982.
As guys were taking over the nation.
Yeah.
In the coup, you were taking the shop.
Your focus was elsewhere.
So, with 22,000, we started the business, and that's why I say it's God's blessing, because if you look at 22,000, it's nothing. Compared to what it is today.
Today, yes.
So it's a miracle for us, and that was in 1982. This journey started 1983. End of 1983, we were 3 brothers in that business. This is my brother Yusuf, George. We were there, the 3 of us in that business. So in 1983. My father, back in Rongai, the Oshago village, he had an idea of us opening a small butcher there. So instead, he didn't get the butcher, he got another small shop. So we also started this small shop. He started this small shop in Rongai. So I later joined him in 1983 in Rongai. And I think now this is where the journey started for Tuskys. So after 1983, when we took over, we started in the Rongai one. My brothers were still going on in Nakuru, and we had repaid the 22,000, the 15,000.
Yes.
And the suppliers, the wholesalers, were so generous that. I would go and borrow, or rather, you open an account with them, and they will give us goods to sell. And I would request for 2 cartons of a product. They would tell me, don't take 2, take 5. They would give me the confidence that take 5. If you don't sell,
Urudisha.
just rudisha, kuna shida. So that gave us a lot of boost. But this was because of the honesty that my father, the honesty of my father, the sincerity, the openness that he had. He would, my father would give a promise and fulfill it, exactly date that he promised to pay. So that gave us a lot of credibility and goodwill. So we started off well, and in 1983-84 came famine. The 1984 there was kulikuwa na jua kali sana. Tulisumbuka sana. Ilikuwa mbaya sana. Kroba hakukuweko. Si kama alikuwa hata kama alikuweko.
Hakujua ni nini.
1984 we went through. It was so difficult for us, and my father had a few cows back in the farm, and there was nothing for the cow. The grass ilikuwa imechomwa yote na jua. So everything was to buy. So he was buying using the capital we had in that small shop. So I would tell him, Father, don't buy. Let's wacha tutengeneze hii biashara, tutanunua ng'ombe baadaye. But he would tell me no. So we went through very difficult year. At the end of the year, there was so very little for the business, but the cows survived.
Wow. Fast forward to 1990. Tell us what happened in 1990.
Then in 1988, we decided to close the Rongai store. And there's a lot in between 1983 and 1990 happened. So 88, we closed the Rongai store. The stocks that we had there, we transferred that stock to Nairobi. And that's how now we entered Nairobi with the stocks that we had from Rongai. We opened the Mfangano Street, our first store in Nairobi. We opened it in 1990. So the preparation started in 1988, 89. So that's where now the journey of Tuskys Mattresses started in 1990 in Nairobi. And that's why today we are celebrating the 25 years.
From 1990.
Yes.
So you had one store. How big was the store in Mfangano Street?
The store was about 2,000, 3,000 square feet.
Okay.
The one we first opened in Nairobi.
Duka, ilikuwa duka tu.
It was duka.
See supermarket.
2,000 square feet
It's quite some space. It's ni kama
the size of a typical classroom.
Ni ndio, ni kama darasa kiasi kama hicho. Na hapo ndipo tulianza mwaka 1990. And it has been a very interesting journey from then. When I look back, I'm excited. I didn't know, I could not visualize then that this is where we'll be today with 52 stores. So I'm saying this is miracle. Miracle. Yeah.
So today you're saying you have 52 stores. And they're not those classroom stores.
No. Not 23,000 feet anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in Kenya. You're also regional?
We are also regional. We're in Uganda. 52 is the total number of stores that we have.
Okay.
We have 6 in Uganda. And 46 in Kenya.
And you're looking at, of course, expanding more and getting even into other countries in the south, yeah?
Of course, being that's, there's a mystery about Tuskys that many people believe that there's somebody else behind Tuskys. There's another hand that, behind Tuskys. So when we tell a story about Tuskys, nobody believes it's us who have done, who have worked and
Gotten it where it is.
got it where we are. We still believe there is probably an Indian behind.
I've heard that.
So they've been looking.
Everyone
They always
That's
look for
rumor.
that. Yeah.
they always look for that person, that Indian, and a
It's
lot
kind
of
of
stories
God
have been
there.
told about Tuskys.
Yeah.
The truth about
Yeah.
Tuskys
Yeah.
is a family business, and we are the owners.
Wow.
And we,
Just as we wind up, you don't sell alcohol, you
Or
don't sell
cigarettes.
cigarettes. There are things you don't sell. Why don't you sell those things?
This I'll attribute to my father, who didn't believe that there is money in alcohol, and there's no money, and there's money in cigarettes because it affects our health. And I remember one time my father said that people who sell alcohol today, they will drink that same alcohol after death. They will continue drinking that alcohol after death. So my father did not want to be that person that will drink and drink and drink of alcohol after death. So
To death.
Yeah, to death. After death. He's talking
does
about
that
when he
mean?
dies, then they will continue drinking. They will continue drinking the same. So that's what he would tell us, that alcohol, it's alcohol kills, cigarette kills. So he didn't see any money in alcohol and cigarettes.
And cigarettes.
Wow.
So that's how it happened, and we thank God that we were brought up.
The legacy.
Yeah, and he left a good legacy, and we were brought up in that family, family that fears God. My father was a lay in SEK,
Yes.
in Nakuru.
A what?
In
Lay
Lay
minister.
minister.
Lay minister.
At ACK Church.
Yeah,
Wow.
SEK in Nakuru. He was, I would say, he was a person I know who has gone straight to heaven. Is my father,
Wow.
because he believed in God, and nobody would shake him out of that.
How do you guys remain this simple? In closing, how do you guys remain this simple? Really? I expected you in a designer suit today. What? Like crazy, like all out. What makes you this simple? And everyone within your family is very simple.
Kroba, you're also very simple, and I like that. This is we were brought up in a very simple way. My mother, who she's around here, she taught us a lot of things about working. She taught us that money is not everything.
Wow.
She taught us that it's about sharing. She taught us about not showing off, because you're not given this to show off. God has not blessed you to show others, show off to others, but to share with others.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Later on during the service, I'm sure you'll be sharing this, something you are initiating. And I'm sure you'll be sharing that now, giving back, because God has given you. Freely you've been given, now you'll be giving back.
Wow.
We appreciate, thank you very much. We celebrate together with you. And thank you for holding on to the legacy that your father started. And keep at it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much for being in your
Asante.
program.
Yes.
Nema, thank you so much.
Karibu.
Thank
We
you.
are coming in back in a short while. We'll be speaking to Jackie. Jackie has an interesting story of what God has done to her life.
Yes. Another
through
great
Tuskys.
story. Yeah.
Another great story. So
Yeah.
don't go away.